Get ready. I hear him coming. It's the big man with the shotgun.
That shotgun won't do him no good. You'll never know what hit him.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
After several attempts to get rid of Marshal Earp had failed, his political enemies decided to go after Shotgun Gibbs, Wyatt's close friend and right-hand man. By killing Shotgun, the 10% ring hoped to sicken Wyatt of his job and drive him out of Tombstone.
What took you so long? Shiloh Smith's been waiting an hour.
And who is Shiloh Smith?
The new boss. We put him in Dan Pretty's place yesterday.
Well, I'll be right in. I think, gentlemen, it would be a wrong move to bushwhack Wyatt Earp just now.
He killed Dan Pretty, didn't he? Made it look like suicide.
No, Mr. Smith. Wyatt doesn't do things that way. I suspect Doc Holliday.
Then let's get Holliday.
No good either, not just now.
Why?
Well, he has too many hoodlum friends in and around Tombstone. And he's cautious. Too good.
All you can say is no, Bean. We've got to settle with Wyatt Earp. He slowed everything down.
You talk like Earp's friend. He was in on the Pretty killing.
Somebody's got to pay for Dan.
Gentlemen, I have an idea if you'll listen.
All right, let's have it.
Wyatt Earp has a chief deputy called Shotgun Gibbs. He's very fond of him. If something were to happen to Gibbs, Wyatt would feel responsible and get discouraged and leave Tombstone.
Might not be a bad move.
Gibbs could be trapped, I think. He's a big leather britches from Wyoming and not too bright.
How do you propose to go about it?
Gibbs is fond of mules. Rides one called Roscoe. I think our best bet is to use 6-mule Marcy to get next to Gibbs.
Where's he? Good. 6-mule at bushwhack his own brother for $50.
Now, Mr. Smith, you send him into Tombstone, and I'll handle the details, such as selling the idea to Marcy
But
and
make
handling...
it stick. We want no excuses.
Gentlemen, I assure you that...
All right. That's enough chatter. Now get on your way.
Yes, sir.
Jackrabbit. Where's Pat McGeehan?
Mr. McGeehan's over to the hotel. They're eating breakfast.
No.
Hey, that's sure a good-looking passel of mules you got here.
Thank you, mister. Thank you. Is that your mule?
Yes, sir. I'm proud to say he is.
Well, I can return the compliment.
Well, thank you.
What might your name be?
Gibbs, what's yours?
Mossy. Call me 6-Mule Mossy. That's the way it is with a muley man. You kind of get nicknamed.
Yeah.
Hey, you must be a new John Law in Tombstone.
Well, kind of new. I'm chief deputy to Mr. Wyatt Earp.
Oh.
Hey, that there mule's collar galled pretty bad, ain't he?
Sure is. You know, I doctored that mule with carbolic acid and boric acid powder and...
You ever try a beef tallow and balsam of Peru?
Never even heard of it.
Marcy, them acids stings too much for a mule. Now, if you use beef tallow and balsam of Peru, it stings just enough so that the mule knows he's being doctored. But they don't resent it none.
Say, you're a real muley man.
Well, the mule's worth giving some thought to. I'll tell you, you unhitch him, I'll find the right medicines for him.
Well, thank you, Mr. Gibbs. Thank you kindly.
I'm going over to the hotel to get some breakfast, Wyatt. Care to join me?
No, not right now. You didn't happen to see Shotgun, did you?
This hour of the morning, I can't see anything. Why?
Well, he had the night patrol and he hasn't checked in yet.
He's probably gone over to make Roscoe's breakfast. That's true love, Wyatt.
Have you heard about him lately? Who? Roscoe. He's feeling melancholy. Got Shotgun worried.
A mule with melancholia? Well, that's possible. Roscoe has no pride of ancestry and no hope of posterity, as they say.
I think Roscoe's just off his feed. You know that mule is Shotgun's biggest weakness?
On the contrary, Wyatt, I think that Roscoe is Shotgun's strength. Just like that's my strength. I also think that a certain stubborn, muley courage flows from Roscoe into Shotgun.
You have it your way. I'm gonna go and try and find him. See you later.
Right.
There now, Willie, how do you feel? Better? Sure you do. Listen, Mr. Marcy, you cut yourself a chamois pad for the top of Willie's collar. Couple of days, he'll be cured all right.
By Joe, Shotgun, I'm gonna stand you some drinks.
Oh, there ain't no charge needed. Ain't no charge at all. Good lesson for Roscoe.
Mr. Gibbs?
Morning, Wyatt. Marshal Earp? Meet Mr.
I had
Marcy.
the honor back in Dodge.
That's right. You're 6 Mule Marcy. You forgot something, didn't you?
Forgot? What's that?
Forgot to check in from evening patrol.
By George, you sure did I? I was awful worried about my mule.
Well, I'll be moseying along. That office still stands, Shotgun.
Yeah, I'll be seeing you, Marcy.
Bartender, another round for everybody.
Let's get a game started, 6 Mule.
I ain't thinking about cards. Hey, don't you fellas ever have any horse or mule racing here in Tombstone?
Can't race in the mountains. Some of the boys over at Charleston and Galeyville do some racing.
Well, that's mighty interesting. Shotgun! Ha! Come on over here. Well, stick around, boys. Shotgun may be a John Law, but he's a friend of mine. And what he don't know about mules, nobody knows. Honey, let Mr. Gibbs sit down here. Come on, friend, have a seat. Say, I got that pad for Willie's collar. Tell me, has Roscoe perked up any?
No, he ain't. Still awful mournful like.
Too bad. You know, I despise to see a mule give up.
Oh, you're a fool, Marcy. A mule might balk at a man, but I never heard of one giving up.
I had a mare mule named Sadie. She got homesick, just laid down on a trail and died.
Oh, Roscoe ain't homesick. He never did care nothing about our old place up in Wyoming, nohow.
Say, I got an idea. Can that mule of yours run?
Can he run? Why, of course he can run. He's the fastest mule you ever seen.
Are you game to put him in a race?
A race? Oh, I don't know about that, 6 Mule. He's a feeling some miserable.
Well, that's just it. Roscoe wins a race, that might be the cure. You know, build up his self-confidence.
Well, I don't know.
I've seen your mule travel. I'll back him up against anything you got, Marcy.
Oh, I ain't in it for the betting. Why, it's Roscoe I'm thinking of. Now, what do you say, Shotgun?
By George, it's worth a try. A real good run might shake up his liver at least.
I'll tell you what, I'll put 2 of my best mules in against him. Pretty risky, though. If Roscoe got beat real bad, he might feel worse than he does now.
Well, Roscoe ain't gonna get beat.
Not a chance. I'm betting 100 on Roscoe.
Well, I'll cover that.
He fell for it.
Good. When's the race?
Not certain yet. Tomorrow's his day off.
You let me know.
Right.
Well, it's your life and your responsibility. I just say that it looks like a bushwhacking setup to me.
Oh, who'd want to bushwhack Roscoe? He needs this race, Wyatt.
There you go again.
Well, you done said yourself that Roscoe might be remembering he wasn't nothing but a mule. How'd you like to be nothing but a mule?
Well, sometimes I wish I were.
Oh, no, you don't. Life's been dull for Roscoe, just a packing me around on his back. But this race, now that's exciting. Old Roscoe gets out there and stretches them zebra legs and win. I believe he's going to perk up a bit.
Well, what you do on your day off is no business of mine.
Well, no, it ain't none of your business, but you say the word, there ain't going to be no race.
I can't do that, Mr. Gibbs. I have no proof that Marcy's trying to set you up, and I'd look kind of foolish, wouldn't I, if he turned out to be on the level?
Oh, I think he's on the level, Wyatt. Marcy's a real muley man. Even if he did raise a bunch of cane up there in Dodge City, it's just kind of noise-making, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the fur piece from setting up an ambush. I believe old Six Mule likes me and Roscoe. He understands us.
Well, I wish you luck.
Thank you, boy. I'll tell you something else, too. I'd thank you even more kindly if you just wish old Roscoe a little bit of luck.
All right. You tell Roscoe I wish him luck also.
I sure will. Oh, howdy, Doc.
Howdy.
Well, what'd you find out?
Just rumors, Wyatt, but they're all bad. They're racing uphill from Contention Mine. But all the smart gamblers are betting against Roscoe now.
That is bad. Roscoe, he could even overtake a horse in 5 miles. Everybody in town knows that.
You couldn't persuade Shotgun, huh? No. You know, Wyatt, with Marcy mixed up in this, it's bound to be a setup.
That trail goes right through thick brush country.
That's bushwhacking country, Wyatt. I guess we ought to set up a patrol, huh?
We can try to set one up. Not going to be easy.
Boys, I've still got $50 on this shaggy mule. Anybody want some of it? All right. I've still got $10. I've got $50 here on this.
I'll take 10 of them. Laidlaw, I want $10 with you.
All right, Wyatt. Wyatt. You see those bandana markers on the course? Any rider who strays off the course or tries to take a shortcut is disqualified. Agreed?
What's the idea of his carrying that cannon, Marcy?
Better leave the gun.
That adds 10 or 12 pounds to it. It's a hefty handicap over 5 miles.
There wasn't no rule said I couldn't carry it. I'm a carrying it.
Well, it's all right with me. Tote the gun. Nobody said he couldn't.
Now, if he wants to.
All right. Now, any mule that kicks or bites is out of the race. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
I want a $10.
I feel like
You just put up your money.
Right. On your mark. Get set.
That start looked all right, Doc. We'll scout the brush ahead of them up to the 3-mile point.
You want to wait for them there?
No. When they catch up to us, we'll patrol ahead of them to the finish line. Watch the end near there.
If they get there.
Come on.
Hey, Roscoe, we got a pretty good lead. Go up a bit. All right. Run it your own way.
It's a dust. They must be getting close.
Don't get anxious. We got 500 apiece on a good, clean kill.
Won't be too long before they get here. You scout that side. I'll take this one.
yourself plumb out of wind.
Take him now.
What the Sam Mule are you stopping for? Come on, let's
Wait.
go. Hell, what you doing? Come on, Mule. Come on. Now, Roscoe, talk to me. You ain't quit, have you, boy? Oh, come on, Mule. They're right behind us. Yippee! He's quit.
Tough luck, Gibbs.
Look at there, Roscoe, you wrong-eared idiot. Come on out of there.
I'll take him now.
Come on, Roscoe.
Wait.
We got a race to win.
Let the others get out of sight.
Come on, boy. Come on, get on out of there.
I'm going to make sure he's dead.
Right, there's 2 men dead up there. Me and Roscoe got to finish this race.
Shotgun.
I just don't understand how we missed seeing him.
I do. We needed 100 men for this job.
Well, he got these two. He probably didn't hire any others. Look, do me a favor, will you? See if you can find their horses, take the bodies back to town. I'm going to be back in Tombstone before a shotgun is. I'll tell him what he'll do.
I know what I'd do.
Yeah, so do I. But who would you do it to?
Well, Johnny Behan and Marcy, they had some bets down that Shotgun wouldn't finish the race. When he finds out, and he will, he'll kill them both, unless you're fool enough to try and stop him.
Thanks.
No use killing ourselves now. That big galoot's out of it.
You sure they bushwhacked
You heard them 2 shots, didn't you?
Well, somebody's wrong. Look who's coming.
Come on, guys. Come on, Roscoe. Look at Gibbs is all blood. Get off him, Mule. What's the big idea?
Now, who set that ambush back yonder?
What ambush?
You know what ambush I'm talking about. I got 2 men dead back there, and I got another big slug just itching to find a target. So one of you better start talking fast.
We don't know nothing. Except that Marcy and John Behan would bet that you wouldn't finish the race.
So, Marcy and John Behan, was it? Well, that's good enough for me.
Come on. Come on. Hold up there, Marcy.
Why, Mr. Gibbs, I was wondering about the race. I didn't think it'd be over so soon.
That ain't all you didn't think either, Marcy. Get down off that horse.
Why, sure. Might as well. Say, who won? You haven't said a word.
I won because your killers were sorry shots. Take off that gun.
What's the matter with you, Gibbs? What killers? I don't know what you're talking about.
Them fellers you hired to bushwhack me, that's what killers. Take off that gun, Marcy.
Why, Shotgun, you know me better than that. I didn't hire nobody to kill you. I just put my mules in against Roscoe.
You denying you bet I wouldn't finish this here race?
Well, I got a right to bet on my own mules, ain't I?
But you didn't bet on your own mules. You bet I wouldn't finish this here race. And there's a mighty difference.
I didn't do none of it, Gibbs. Bean just said it was a sure thing that you wouldn't finish. I just bet on that, that's all.
Oh, so it is John Bean, was it? Well, he's next, and I'm gonna kill him. But I'm gonna whoop you right now. I'm gonna teach you a lesson.
Race, Johnny. It's too late.
Oh, is the race over?
Mm-hmm.
Who won?
Don't you know?
No. I don't know. I'm sorry if it didn't turn out to your liking.
Oh, it turned out fine. Yeah, just fine. Don't you waste your sympathy on me. You save it for yourself.
For myself?
Mm-hmm. You're in a lot of trouble, Johnny.
What are you getting at?
Your bushwhack didn't work. Mr. Gibbs is still alive, but 2 other men are dead. And if Marcy isn't gone before Mr. Gibbs finds him, he's going to be dead, too.
What's that got to do with me?
Oh, just that this job was real important to the ring. You know, Johnny, there's one thing about dirty politics. There's just no excuse when a man fails to do the job he's supposed to do.
I don't know what you mean. I had no job to do.
Well, then you got nothing to worry about, have you, Sheriff? Nothing at all.
I got 2 men dead out there. But you're happy because you won your race, ain't you? Well, I'll tell you one thing. It's a human enough feeling, but it ain't decent.
Time to get that arm fixed?
There's plenty of time for that. I'm a-heading for Ben. Move out of the way.
No need to. I just talked to him.
Talk to him? Well, I ain't going to talk to him. I'm going to kill him.
Oh, why don't you just let his friends take care of it? You can get yourself in trouble by shooting him.
Shooting's too good for him. I'm going to go in there and drag him out here and stomp his head in the dirt. Besides, he ain't got no friends.
Now, wait a minute, Mr. Gibbs. Now, the way I figure it, he's going to have an awful time explaining to that bunch in Tucson about the fact that you're still alive. When they find out that he isn't as smart as he says he is, well, then they're going to take care of him in their own way.
Well, you know, you're a sure enough genius. Sometimes. Well, Roscoe, boy, it looks like we both done won something today. I'm gonna get you an apple right now.
Mr. Gibbs, don't you ever learn. Now, you get that arm fixed first. And you can stuff Roscoe with apples as far as I'm concerned.
Why, you ain't got no regard for my mule at all.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country, He made law and order prevail, and none can deny it. The legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold.